Good evening, everybody. I'm Jerry D'Ambrosio, and welcome to this week's special presentation. Routine is defined as a sequence of actions regularly followed, a fixed program. We all have certain routines that we follow in our daily lives. I have a routine every morning. I wake up right around 5:30, get cleaned up, wake my kids up, get them dressed, make myself a cup of coffee, take them to daycare, come home, get to work. Same routine every single day. I'm on my computer at about 7 o'clock in the morning, getting ready for the trading day. As investors, if we aren't abiding by a systematic approach to the market, we might find ourselves confused or unsure as to what needs to be done every day to consistently be successful in the stock market. So tonight, I'm going to take you through a step-by-step plan to follow that systematic approach. Step number 1, build a watch list of your stocks and check the status of that watch list each and every day. So if you're a new VectorVest subscriber, this is the first thing that you want to do when opening up the VectorVest program. Build a watch list of your stocks that you currently own. If you're a VectorVest veteran, I'm sure you've done this already. You want to check the graphs and close any position that has met your predetermined exit criteria. So let me hop into the VectorVest program. And I'm going to move us to the viewers, and we're going to open up our viewer here. I'm going to go to the watch list viewer, and at the bottom here I have a watch list that I put together called My Portfolio. Now this isn't my portfolio, but you can name it My Portfolio if you want. And to add stocks to the portfolio, just simply click on the little bar at the top, start typing in the symbols separated by commas, and hit enter on your keyboard. I'm going to close our section here down a little bit, give us a little bit more real estate. When you build a watch list, the watch list is sorted by our VST indicator. VST stands for Value, Safety, and Timing, and it brings to the top the stocks that have the best combination of RV, RS, and RT, relative value, relative safety, and relative timing. And VST is a very important indicator when selecting stocks to buy. After you purchase the stocks, after you've placed those trades, the most important indicator to pay attention to now is relative timing. So I'm going to sort the list by RT. Relative timing is an indicator that measures a stock's short-term price trend and momentum. It's on a 0 to 2 scale. Above 1 is good, below 1 is bad. The closer to 2, the stronger the uptrend. The closer to 0, the stronger the downtrend. So when you sort by RT, it brings to the top the stocks in the strongest uptrends. These stocks you don't have to worry so much about, right? They're already doing what you want them to do. They have buy ratings. They're in strong uptrends. It's the stocks at the bottom where our work is needed. The stocks with the RTs less than 1. The stocks with these sell ratings. So what we want to do, like the slide said, is check the graphs and close any position that has met your predetermined exit criteria. So I'm going to highlight those two. We're going to view the stock graph. Pull the chart over. And what we're looking at is the price of the stock at the top, the recommendation also above price, the 40-day moving average in purple, and the relative timing indicator in red. I'm also going to put our stop price on the chart. So to take you through what we're looking at here, you can notice back here, the end of September, the price of the stock fell below our 40-day moving average. That serves as an alarm, a warning signal, letting you know, hey, let's pay very close attention to price action here moving forward. It also transitioned from a buy rating to a hold rating. A few weeks later, the stock's RT fell below 1. That indicates now that the stock is no longer in an uptrend. It's in a downtrend. Another warning signal, maybe a potential signal to exit the trade. You had some unrealized, really nice gains here. You might want to lock in those gains. So you're getting a couple of early warning signals here that you may want to close the position. The last line in the sand is when that stock gets a sell rating. It falls below our stop price, our 13-week moving average. You can see the RT below 1 as well at 0.74. So if you didn't sell the stock before and it gets a sell rating, you really want to consider exiting the position and replacing it with a stock that's doing what you want it to do. We don't want to hold on to stocks too much longer when they're in downtrends like this and have fallen below our stop price. And then the second one here with a sell rating is WAT, W-A-T. Same kind of situation here, right? Back in the end of September, price fell below its 40-day moving average. It transitioned from a buy to a hold. The RT fell below 1 not too long after that, and then the stock fell below its stop price and is currently below its stop price with a sell rating. This stock is not doing what we want it to do. It's got an RT of 0.81 and it's below our stop price currently. So you want to consider exiting positions when they meet your stop criteria. Now, you could have sold this stocks earlier, but if you didn't and you hold on to a stock that has a sell rating, you want to consider exiting that position. So I'm going to right click on both of those and I'm going to simulate just closing the positions and removing them from our portfolio. So now what do? Well, we have buying power left, so the question becomes, should I replace those two stocks or not? And that brings us to step number 2. Watch the daily color guard report or consult the color guard each day to identify market direction. Market direction is the single most important consideration that you want to make before placing any trade. So going back to the program, I'm going to go to the home page. And as of last night, we're going to get to today in a moment. But as of last night, October 14th, we had a green light in the price column of the color guard. We have a green light in the buy to sell ratio column. And we got a confirmed up signal yesterday. The guidance at the top read the same last night as it does today. VectorVest advocates buying safe, undervalued stocks that are rising in price at this time. So going into today, October 15th, we have a bullish directional bias. Okay? What does that mean? That means that you can replace those two positions the next day if the market continues to follow through. We'll get there in a moment because we don't know what the market's going to do the following day. But as of the close of October 14th, Thursday, October 14th, we had a bullish directional bias heading into the following day. So how do we prepare for the following day? Step number 3 is do your homework. Once a directional bias is established, we established as of last night, October 14th, that we do, in fact, have a bullish directional bias heading into the following day. You want to create a watch list of potential trades the night before. Remember, we want stocks that are doing what we want them to do. We want stocks that are rising in price. We want safe, undervalued stocks that are in uptrends. And there's no better place to find stocks that meet that criteria than our stock viewer. So I'm going to go into viewers. I'm going to open up our stock viewer. And our stock viewer is essentially our list of 9,024 stocks sorted by our VST indicator. The top of the list is our highest rated VST stocks. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take our date here back to yesterday's close. Remember, our homework is done the night before the market opens the next day. We established that we have a bullish directional bias as of the close of the 14th. We are prepared to exit the two sell-rated stocks the next day because remember, they're not doing what we want them to do. They're in downtrends. We want to replace them with stocks that are in uptrends. So as of the close of the 14th, top stock is APPS. We already own APPS, so we're not going to buy more of it. The next stock is FANG, F-A-N-G. Let's take a look at its analysis as of the close of the 14th. Closed at 108.83. We currently value it at 145 and change, so that's good. It's undervalued. It's got a really good RV. It's got a good RS, so the fundamentals are favorable. It's in a really strong uptrend, 1.78 RT. Obviously, it's got an excellent VST rating of 1.60. It's also got a good CI rating as well at 1.69. Second stock is MARA, M-A-R-A. Now, this is a cryptocurrency blockchain stock, so you may not want to get into that space. If you do, though, let's take a look at its indicators here. It's currently undervalued. It's got excellent, outstanding RV of 1.83. It's a little bit of a risky investment. Anyone knows who has played this space here, the blockchain cryptocurrency space, that it is rather volatile. It's not the safest investment at the moment. So it's got an RS of 0.95, so a little bit unfavorable there, below 1. It's in a very strong uptrend at 1.85. It's got a VST of 1.6. It's got a CI of 1.52. I'm going to skip over Mara. I like FANG as a replacement. Everything looks great here. Good upside potential. It's a safe investment. It's undervalued and it's rising in price. Wire I like as well. It's undervalued. It's got really good fundamentals. RV and RS are both well above 1. It's in an uptrend, 1.64. It's got a good VST of 1.58, and it also has a very nice 1.77 comfort index rating. So what you want to do is put those two stocks in a watch list that night and prepare to trade the following day. And that's step number 4. You wake up in the morning, you go through your personal, individual, daily routine to get your day started. And the first thing you want to do when you get to your computer, you want to either turn on CNBC, Fox Business, go to investing.com. I like to go to investing.com. It's a good online site that tracks real-time futures. So you want to check the futures the following morning for added confirmation of your directional bias. The market does generally open in the direction indicated by the futures. So the night before, if you have a bullish directional bias heading into the next day, you check the futures in the morning, and the futures are up, things are looking great. It's likely, as long as you get confirmation the next day, you're able to place those trades, and that's step number 5. Wait for confirmation and place your trades. Consult that watch list that you created of the 2 replacement stocks that you found the night before and determine which trades you will place. Well, how do we know which trade we'll place? I'm going to right-click. We're going to view the graphs. And this is now as of the hard right edge. Wire is up nicely today. The close of yesterday, the 14th, was here. You can see Wire has followed through today, as has FANG. FANG is up today. The close of yesterday was 108.83. Stock price is currently at 110.03. So these 2 stocks are up, but is the market up? Checking the futures in the morning isn't enough. You want to wait till the market opens. You want to wait till at least 9:45, 10 o'clock in the morning to confirm your directional bias the day before. Well, easy to see right from the homepage of our VectorVest Premium program, which provides real-time data, that the markets are up today. The futures were up this morning. Now, as you can see from our timestamp at the bottom, it's 10:33 on a Friday morning. The futures were up this morning, sharply, in fact. All the major indices are higher today. The guidance is the same. We have a green light in the price column of the color guard, green light in the buy to sell ratio column. The MTI now on a current basis has climbed above 1. Look at the advanced decline ratio, almost, or actually a 2-to-1 ratio. Twice as many stocks are going up today than are going down. So is the market in an environment today that is conducive to us buying stocks? The answer is yes. Are the 2 stocks that we found yesterday, as of last night's close, also going up today? If I click on Stream here, that'll just give us real-time data. Remember, FANG and Wire are the 2 stocks that we like the best. You can pick any of these top VST stocks, folks. I landed on FANG and Wire because they both had very good fundamentals. They were both in very good uptrends, and they were both undervalued. Are they both going up today? The answer is yes. FANG's up 1.25%, Wire's up a little over 2%. So I could right-click on those, add them to our watch list, and place the trades. Go to your broker, place those 2 trades, and now what you've done is you've healed a semi-broken portfolio. I wouldn't say the portfolio was shattered completely because you still had a lot of buy-rated stocks in your portfolio, right? But we got rid of the 2 sell-rated stocks. We replaced them with buy-rated stocks, high VST buy-rated stocks, and that improves the overall health of your portfolio. Got to keep an eye on Crocs. It's up about 0.84% today. It's got an RT of a little bit less than 1, 0.93, and it has a hold rating. You want to keep an eye on that one. Remember, sort by relative timing. That'll bring that stock to the bottom of the list. It doesn't have a sell rating yet, but you want to keep an eye on it. And that's your daily process. That's your daily routine. Check the status of your portfolio first. Sort your watch list of the stocks in your portfolio by relative timing. Close the positions at the bottom that have sell ratings. Do your homework after you do that. Look for high VST, buy-rated stocks that are rising in price. They're already doing what you want them to do. Always watch the daily color guard report. Consult the color guard each night to identify market direction. If you have a bullish directional bias, those are likely favorable candidates the next day. Check the futures the next day. Once you wake up in the morning, check the futures. If the futures are up and rising, by right around 9 o'clock, maybe 9:15, a few minutes before the market opens, prepare to trade. Wait at least 15 minutes to a half hour after the market opens. If the market follows through and continues to rise, and the stocks that you've considered purchasing are also rising, those are 2 solid replacements to add to your portfolio. Well, folks, I hope you enjoyed tonight's special presentation. Of course, if you have any questions, you can email our support department or give our support department a call. Have a great weekend, everybody.